Greetings, Star Citizens. This is Lance Starbolt, and we're playing Star Trek Bridge Crew. I think Lance is a little excited. Hello everyone, Triggin here. Welcome back. Don't forget to tickle that thumbs up button if you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe as well. So as some of you know, I am a longtime Star Trek fan. I was a big fan of the original series and Next Gen, and a fan of Deep Space Nine as well. Sort of started losing interest after that. Not as much of a fan of Voyager, and certainly not much of a fan of the J.J. Abrams stuff. But I am a fan of good Star Trek games. Well, good anything sci-fi, to be honest. There is another game it's a much older game called Artemis Bridge Crew. That basically that's what Star Trek Bridge Crew is. Actually, it's Artemis Bridge Simulator is what it is, where you can have up to 6 players networked into the same game, and they take up 6 positions on a Starship Bridge. It's not Star Trek related, but it's very much the same thing. The sad thing about that, I mean, besides being hard to get players together for it, the sad thing about it is sort of limited graphics. And although they did a fun job of creating an interactive game, they didn't really create any sort of play scenarios. You just sort of had to create your own scenarios. Your GM could create a scenario, but he couldn't, there weren't any like prepackaged ones. But now I've been playing this for a few hours. I got this for Christmas, so I was really excited about it. I was really excited when I saw that it had come out with a non-VR version, because I had been disappointed when it came out and I found out it was VR only. So I've played it a little bit. I've played quite a few hours since I got it, Christmas Day, and so I thought we'd try sharing it with you a little bit. So we're just going to start out at the beginning of the campaign missions here. Ready, Lance? Ready. Now, the voice commands aren't working, and again, I don't have VR, so this is just regular desktop mouse and everything. So we'll have to use the menu options for the commands for now, though I will probably voice them anyways, just for habit. Just because it goes on in my head anyways.
Stardate 225-8.161. My crew is assembled, and we're preparing to disembark on our expedition to the trench. Before we depart, however, Starfleet Command has asked us to complete one final exercise to confirm the Aegis's fitness
tried any
for the mission
multiplayer on this yet. I really like to get together.
Test the readiness of our captain.
I hate pickup groups. I hate just random groups, especially on something like this where you really need cooperation.
Captain, we have a message incoming from Deep Space K7. Opening channel.
Aegis, we have a freighter coming into dock, and we've had a little trouble lately with smugglers trafficking invasive species. On your way out, I think it'd be best for everyone if you could just verify the ship isn't carrying any wildlife.
I like the detail on this up here. Alright, let's check this out. Get a look at our objectives here. Okay, scan the Ragusa. Looks like this is the Ragusa here. Alright, let's analyze that target, gentlemen and ladies.
Scanning target.
So we got our outside view here. Pretty cool. I wish you had different views from the outside of the ship. Now, I played a little bit with the original series Enterprise they have on here. That's a cool view in the shuttle bay. Unfortunately, it's not as functional. It's like they didn't get everything working in it. It is really cool, though. Maybe we'll have to take a look at that as well. But we'll just see what we get here so far.
I'm not detecting any unusual life forms aboard the freighter, Captain.
I'll let K7 know the ship's clean.
Full stop.
Okay. Warp to Gamma Hydra to continue patrol. We go to warp. Gamma Hydra. Prepare for warp.
Preparing for warp. Diverting power.
Warp course plotted. Lining up for warp.
Come on, Helm. Get it around. Get it around. The ship's got to move faster than that. That's right.
Charged.
Do what Triggin says.
We're ready to go.
Shut up, Lance. I'll handle this. Warp speed.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I would really love to do this just with some friends and full role playing. That would be awesome. Okay. We're here in Gamma Hydra.
I'm picking up a distress signal, Captain. Channel open.
Let's hear it.
USS Aegis. My vessel has lost all power and our life support systems are nearly exhausted. We have a crew of 6. I request that you take us aboard your ship as soon as possible.
Staying with you.
Let's get in there. Scan the target. Now, engineer, let's get a little bit more engine power going.
Full power to engines.
Now, I found this game, it's interesting because in a way it's a bit, it's actually paced the way I think a Star Trek game should be. It's not just, the one thing that always bothered me about Star Trek Online is it's too much pew pew pew. I always thought that, well, Star Trek, especially like you go to the original series and you look at things like The Balance of Terror, which was one of my favorite episodes. Now that was, the whole concept of that was based on World War II submarine combat. So the whole concept of Star Trek, unlike Star Wars, is, you know, Star Wars is starfighters, you know, pew pew pew, all that stuff. Star Trek is supposed to be capital ships.
We've got life signs.
Okay, let's get them out of there, folks. Transport.
Following the target.
Acquiring transporter lock.
Don't think we need quite so much speed anymore. Let's balance out
Balancing
power. So what do we got? Life signs aboard. 6 on board. So once we transport them, that should be it.
Energizing.
Yeah, I always thought it should be... Star Trek Online to me was just too much... It was too much like starfighter combat instead of capital ship combat. Okay, so we have rescued the crew of the Talon. Or Talin? I don't know. Okay, now what are we supposed to do, guys?
We have a priority message incoming from Starfleet Command.
Let's hear it.
Opening channel.
Captain, we've lost contact with one of our survey vessels, the USS Nicholson. You're the closest ship to their last known position. We need you to locate the vessel and render any aid they may need. We're sending their last coordinates to you now. Starfleet out.
Yes, Admiral? Boy, didn't even give me a chance to respond. Talk about rude, boy. Yes, Admirals are always like that. Gamma Hydra, Section 6 Nebula. Okay, this looks like Impulse. Section 6.
Plotting course.
Yeah, only got one place to go, so...
Sensors indicate a few chondritic bodies.
I love the dialogue going on in the background, too. Just very Star Trek-y.
Course plotted. On your mark.
Talking about the status of the...
Aye, Captain.
I don't know why Impulse looks like a almost warp speed, but well, there you go. It is nice the way they've balanced it. Visually, you know, I think it's a bit odd, but the way they've balanced it out, at least so far what I've experienced, I've really liked. I think it's very well done. Definitely need to add, like, some more ships, and need to be able to repair the hull of your ship. That's a major thing there. Once the hull of your ship is done, you're done. You can't complete your mission then. But I suppose that's probably...
I'm detecting gravitic mines in the area.
Oh, well, that's nice.
If we get too close, they'll be attracted to our hull, and the damage could be severe. We should keep our distance.
Okay, gravitic mine, gravitic mine.
The environment is inhibiting the effectiveness of our sensors, Captain. We are, however, detecting pockets of plasma coolant. They may provide clues as to the Nicholson's whereabouts.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to take over helm here. because with an NPC, it's a little hard to actually give them instructions on how you want things done. I want to go around this gravitic mine. This, I think, is pretty cool, the way they did this in the J.J. Abrams movies, having that just be a... Well, it's a little silly that it's a window, but at the same time, you know, we have the technology to overlay information over window, and have had that for a long time. So it's pretty cool that they have, you know, this view that's actually a view out the bridge. Actually sort of makes it make sense, you know, why the bridge is on top of the ship, too. Because you couldn't do that if it was interior. You know, with the older series, since they're just using a holographic display, there's absolutely no reason why the bridge should be on the top of the ship. It would make more sense for it to be in the center of the ship, where it's more protected. Okay, we're around this now. Let's hit the right button. Okay, now we can go back to our own chair. Got a gravitic mine out here to our left somewhere. Right, let's...
You got it. Locking on target.
Scan this.
Scan initiated.
I am sending new data to your panel, Captain.
Alright. Looks like we got some more coolant over here.
Aye, aye. Changing target. Scanning.
Sensors are detecting a distress beacon, but it is not a Federation frequency. It looks like a civilian vessel needs assistance as well.
I'm picking up a signal on emergency frequencies. On screen.
Aegis, according to my engineer, our engines are locked in some sort of malfunction cycle. If we could temporarily override them, I think we can fix the problem.
Detected.
Aye.
Alright, let's head for that. Let's
Yes,
get an
Captain.
analysis
Locking
on
new
their
target.
ship. Now, one of the abilities the ship has is basically electronic warfare. So with their ship, their engine's stuck on full power or whatever, what we're going to need to
Initiating
do
scan.
is get in there, break into their systems, and disrupt their engines. So that's what we're going to do.
Transferring analysis to your panel, Captain.
We've arrived. Aye. Throttle
I'll
zero.
stop. System intrusion. Okay, why can't I? Let's just go over here. Beltane. Okay, I thought we'd already scanned, but that's okay, we'll do it again. So we'll scan just the engines, if we can. Why are we not scanning them? Beltane.
Aye, aye. Staying with them.
Let's get closer to the Beltane. There we go, now we're scanning the engines. We were just a little too far away, I guess. And we'll go to System Intrusion. Select this ship. And disrupt their engines.
It looks like that fixed it. We should be able to take it from here. Thanks for your help. You probably just saved all our lives.
Alright, job well done, guys. Let's move on to our next
Aye, aye, Captain. Updating target.
analysis target.
Moving out of the
Scanning
anomaly.
target.
Okay, plasma coolant C. Looks like hopefully that's the last one we have to scan before we get a lock on our
I've
target.
finished the scan.
Oh, gravitic mine.
Entering anomaly.
I believe our lost ship is showing on sensors now, Captain.
We're being hailed.
Is that a gravitic mine we just hit?
Aegis, this is the USS Nicholson. Our vessel is severely damaged and leaking radiation. Most of my crew escaped, but a few of us are trapped in the forward compartment. I need you to transport us off the ship. And then, well, she's too dangerous. We can't just leave her floating out here. You'll have to scuttle her.
Aye, Captain. Target selected.
Alright, let's get in there, guys. I think we can secure from battle stations.
Exiting anomaly.
Scanning. Scan complete. Life signs detected.
Alright.
Following
Roger
the
that.
target.
Lowering shield.
Acquiring lock.
So I like the fact also that the missions aren't just pew pew pew. You know, we're doing all sorts of very Star Trekian type missions. The people who did this really thought about it and they really knew their Star Trek. Which tickles me.
Energizing.
Hey, looks like that's it. Let's go to tactical here. Okay, torpedoes are armed. Fire.
Our core is critical.
Oh, you know what? I think maybe we should
I
have
have an update from Starfleet Command.
a little
They're sending
further
us new coordinates.
back before doing that. Oh dear. Yeah, and I did that the first time I did this too. Yeah, that was a bad thing.
Calculating travel vector.
All right, how bad are we? Oh, half our hull gone. Oh, jeez. Prepare for impulse.
Torpedoes disarmed.
Allocating engine power for impulse.
Laying course for impulse.
All right, important note. Next
On
time,
your mark, Captain.
do not do that at point blank
Aye,
range.
understood.
I modified the output algorithms a little. I'm taking a look.
Taking a look now.
Captain, I'm getting something on the distress channel. Putting it on screen.
Oh dear.
This is Captain Jameson of the Kobayashi Maru. We've struck a gravitic mine. We've lost all power and our hull has been penetrated. Life support systems are failing. Our position is Gamma Hydro Section 10. Please, you must help us.
Captain, that places them in the Klingon neutral zone. Entering the zone would put us in violation of treaty.
So, do we violate the neutral zone and risk war with the Klingons, or do we not? Battle
Raising
stations.
shields. Arming torpedoes.
Aye, aye.
Get us into transporter range.
Roger that.
Analyze
Updating
that
target.
We just lost our shields.
Why do we lose shields? We aren't doing anything. And my screen shows the
Initiating
shields
scan.
up. My screen shows shields at 100%. Oh, that's a gravitic mine. I'm scanning the wrong thing.
We're approaching the Klingon neutral zone, Captain.
Staying
Aye,
with them.
New target locked.
Yeah, try to avoid the gravitic mines. Oh my goodness, look at all these. I don't think we avoided that gravitic mine. Alright, I'm taking the helm here. Taking the helm away from Pretty Boy. Oh, nope, that's not what I want.
I'll alert medical.
Come on, come on, come about, come about, come about. There we go. Okay.
Aye, Captain. Target selected. Scan initiated. Captain, we have life signs. Understood. Dropping shield.
Establishing lock.
Alright, let's get them off from there, people.
Core critical at 50%.
What the heck happened?
Aye, Captain. Dispatching repair crews. Warning.
I think that must have been a mine. No Klingons so far. Maybe we can get lucky. Come on. 381 people.
Warning. Close energizing. Detected.
Here come the Klingons.
There are still others aboard.
Come on, let's go. Next group.
Lock.
And no, we're here. Cloaking. New contact. One hostile.
Come on, come on, come on.
Energizing. Others are still awaiting transport.
Come on. Well, at least the Klingons aren't
Acquiring
attacking us.
transporter lock.
Maybe we can beam them out of here with the Klingons attacking us? So what were they doing inside the Klingon neutral zone? That's the question. He thinks there's something funny going on here.
Energizing. There are others remaining aboard the target.
Following.
Yeah, no kidding.
Establishing lock.
Captain, I have noticed a pattern of unusual sensor echoes. They are indicative of the recent use of a cloaking device.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Thanks for that update. Never would have guessed that Klingons were around here using cloaking devices.
Hostile ship decloaking.
Balls.
I've got multiple hostile contacts.
There are still others aboard. Reactor is fully operational.
Yep.
Captain,
Okay.
all systems are restored. Acquiring transporter lock.
Down to 54%. We're not going to get them all off. We might get a few survivors, but we're going to have to run for it real quick.
Kobayashi Maru is at 50% hull integrity.
42. They're slow.
Energizing. Others are still awaiting
Following the
transport.
target.
Establishing lock.
I think this is going to be it. Let's get out of here.
Kobayashi Maru, 25% hull integrity.
Course. Energizing.
Kobayashi Maru hull, 10%.
That's
There are
it.
others
Get out of
remaining
here.
aboard the target. Diverting power for impulse.
Making ready for
The
impulse.
Kobayashi Maru was just destroyed, Captain.
Come on. Come on.
Warp core is fully
Bring us
repaired.
around.
Congratulations, Captain.
Whew.
You and your crew have just completed the Kobayashi Maru simulation. I know it's not easy to face a no-win situation like that, but it's a necessary test, both for Starfleet and for yourselves. I think we all have a better
I think
idea
we did
now
better
of the
than
decisions
most.
you'll make when there's no obvious
We
right
got
answer.
away, and we did
Based on
rescue
your
some of
overall
the crew.
performance, I'm not only clearing the Aegis for Operation Distant Shore, I'm recommending that you lead the expedition into the trench.
All right. Good job, crew. Let's get out of here very quickly. that's it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed this first look with Lance and I at Star Trek Bridge Crew. If you liked the video and you want to see more, please let me know. Tickle that thumbs up button, comment below, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and we will see you in our next video. Have a great day.